Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to all my students. Okay, today I'd like to bring all of you to one of the questions from clone Pspm set SM015. Given that fx equal to x cubed minus 6x squared. So find the stationary points by using the first derivative test, hence determine the relative maximum or minimum. Okay, now, given that fx equal to x cubed minus 6x squared, so then derive for the first time f prime x equal to, okay, 3x squared minus 2 times 6, 12x. Okay, so make this f prime x equal to 0. So we have 3x squared minus 12x equal to 0. Factorize 3 with 12 here, 3, and x squared with x. Take up one of the x here and here. Then we get x minus 4. So then from here we get an x equal to 0 and x equal to, from x minus 4 equal to 0, then x equal to 4. Okay, so now we come up with a table here. So we have, okay, let's say, just imagine that this is the coordinate of x equal to 0 and x equal to 4. So there are, what we call, a domain of this from negative infinity until 0, 0 until 4, and 4 to positive infinity. So I write down x and f prime x here. Okay, so that just imagine any value of x that lies in the domain of negative infinity until 0. So I think that let's make x equal to 1 here. Between 0 until 4, we have 1, 2, and 3. So choose negative 1 here and 1. And 4 to positive infinity, don't take a large numbers, make it simple. After 4, we have 5. Okay? So then, f prime x. So just imagine that here, f prime x equal to 3x squared minus 12x. Okay? So then, let's take the first value, x negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, and negative 1. So, negative 1 squared equal to 1. Negative 1 squared equal to 1 times 3 equal to 3. Negative 1 times negative 12 plus 12. Then we get 15, which is positive. So, the sign here is positive. Okay? Next, x equal to 1. 1 here, 1 and 1. So 1 squared is 1 times 3 equal to 3, and negative 12 times 1 minus 12, then we got negative 9. So look at this negative here, then the sign is negative. Then next, we got 5, 5, 5, and 5. Okay? 5 squared is 25. 5 squared is 25 times 3, 75 minus 12 times 5 equal to 60. So 75 minus 60, 50, which is positive. Okay? So now, then what we have here, we got the sign of we call the gradient. Actually, guys, girls, f prime tells us the gradient of the graph is either increase or decrease. So we have positive, the gradient, negative, and positive. So just imagine that this, from here, we can determine the shape of the graph. It is something like this. Okay, and this is the coordinate of gravity stationary point, where dy dx here equal to 0 and dy dx equal to 0. So find the stationary points. Stationary point when x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, substitute into the function of fx or y. Then we have f0 equal to 0 cubed minus 6 times 0 squared. 0 and 0, 0. So then it gives us the coordinate of 0 and 0. Okay? And then when x equal to 4, then f4 equal to, okay, 4 cubed minus 6 times 4 squared. 4 cubed, 4 times 4 equal to 16, 16 times 4, 64. Then 4 squared equal to 16, 16 times 6, 6 times 6, 36. 166 plus 3 equal to 96. Then we got, okay, 96 minus 64. 6 minus 4 equal to 2. 9 minus 6 equal to 3. But then, this is 64 minus 36. We got negative. Okay, negative 32. So then, the coordinate of stationary point here now is 4 and negative 32. Okay, now class, we already found what we call the first derivative test, and now the coordinate of the stationary points. Now we're going to test the relative maximum and minimum. Okay, so then from here we are going to differentiate f double prime, where f double prime x equal to, okay, from 3x squared minus 12, okay, from 3x squared minus 12, differentiate this for the second time, it gives us 6x minus 12. So then, when x equal to 0, then f double prime x, let's say, equal to 6 times x minus 12. First, when x equal to 0, 0, and 0, what do you get then? 6 times 0 equal to 0, 0 minus 12 equal to negative 12, which is less than 0. So then, if less than 0, meaning it's a relative maximum. It's a relative maximum. And now, when x equal to 4, then f double prime x, which is x equal to 4, 6 times 4 minus 12, 6 times 4, 24 minus 12 equal to 12, which is greater than 0. Then this one is relative minimum. Okay, I'm sorry, might be my presentation for this question is quite lousy, but then I do hope that my explanation is clear to all of you. And that's all for today. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice day.